Hey guys, today we are talking about Etsy fees and exactly how much Etsy takes out of our sales, how much it costs to sell on Etsy, and is it even worth selling on Etsy? In case you're wondering why Etsy charges seller fees, it's because Etsy is the biggest handmade selling marketplace on the internet. And it costs a lot of money to run that. So Etsy charges fees to offset the cost of running and maintaining the platform. Now, before we get into how much Etsy actually takes out of our profits and our sales, let's talk about some of the benefits that Etsy has for new and seasoned sellers. Etsy is super user-friendly. A new Etsy seller can set up shop and start selling within an hour. You might not completely understand everything, but you can definitely get the ball rolling and start selling. Etsy's also available worldwide. Etsy is in 230 countries and regions across the world. So you are literally have the world at your fingertips. You are open to all these markets and you can make sales overnight in your sleep. Trust and credibility. Etsy customers know and love and trust Etsy. Etsy is established marketplace, which has been in business over 20 years. So your customers know that they are in a safe place to make purchases. Marketing and growth tools. Etsy wants their sellers to win. They really want their sellers to make money. They want to give them the newest tools. They want to help them succeed. Think about it. If you don't make money, Etsy doesn't make money. So Etsy's goal is for you to make money. And for the biggest perk that I can think of is the built-in traffic. I've mentioned in my prior videos, Etsy gets over 400 million visitors a month. That's insane. So as a new seller, you're getting millions of eyes on your product without any marketing, without any advertising. So it is ideal for a new seller to start selling on Etsy. So let's get into it. Exactly how much does Etsy charge sellers for selling on Etsy and when they make a sale? If you were a new seller to Etsy, brand new, you are going to be charged a $29 fee for opening a new shop. This is a non-recurring fee. It's only a one-time fee, and this fee is as of right now of February of 2025. So when you're watching this video, it might be different, but right now it's $29. This fee goes to the cost associated with opening a new seller account. It covers a security check, it covers processing, banking setup, and just support for a new seller. And again, it's only a one-time fee. It's not reoccurring. If you already have an existing Etsy store, you're not going to have that fee. On top of that, Etsy charges a 20 cents per listing fee. This fee is for everybody who sells on Etsy, new and old. We all pay 20 cents per listing. This 20 cents will keep your listing active for up to 4 months. If you sell that item, you're going to be charged that 20 cents again when you relist the item. So it's 20 cents reoccurring. Anytime you renew your listing after 4 months or whenever you sell an item and you put it back up for sale, it's 20 cents. Always a 20-cent listing fee. Now, when you do sell a product, Etsy charges a small commission of 6.5%. This is on top of every sale. It's 6.5% plus a processing fee of 3% plus 25 cents. Now, that's the payment processing fee. Every place that you sell online, any kind of PayPal, Amazon, Cash App, all of those, there's always a processing fee, right? So think of it as a credit card fee. That fee is 3% plus 25 cents. The 3% is subject to the US. If you are outside of the United States, that fee is going to change. You can always look in the back in the Etsy Seller Handbook to figure out exactly what your processing fee is, but in the US, it is 3%. Now, on top of that, if you sell over $10,000 in a 12-month period, you are going to be required to participate in Etsy's off-site ad program. What this does is it will show your listings off of Etsy on Google, on different blogs, different marketplaces. I've seen mine all over. It is a 15% fee on top of all those other fees. So it is a little pricey. Anybody who has like an off-site website knows that Google ads are expensive. So it does stink a little bit, but you only pay that fee when you do sell the item. So you need to really consider it and think of it as marketing costs associated with doing business. honestly. If you do not sell $10,000 in 12 months, it is optional. You can opt into it. It is not mandatory, but after $10,000 in a 12-month period, not calendar period, but a 12-month period, you will be required to participate in offsite ads. Now let's talk about how you can offset those fees. The biggest, most important thing, non-negotiable, is that you factor in your fees into your listing price. You're going to want to calculate what your fees will be for your listing and add it into your price. So I always factor in about 10 to 15%. I add that straight to my listing price before I even list it. So that way I know that I'm not going to be losing money, right? You do not want to be unpleasantly surprised when your deposit drops and it's not what you expect. So do yourself a favor, calculate that and add it into the price. If you are above the $10,000 threshold, you're going to want to add in extra to cover in that 15%, right? Nobody likes a surprise and nobody wants to lose money. So as a non-negotiable, do yourself a favor and calculate the fees into your price. Okay. Now, another way to avoid losing money on Etsy fees is using them as marketing, using them as a marketing tool for your store. You're going to pay Etsy fees anyway, so you might as well use them for your advantage and make sure that your shop is in tip-top shape. Use Etsy fees for brand awareness. The name of the game is building your brand and bringing in consistent ongoing sales. So you want to make sure when those eyes are on your shop that your shop is in tip-top shape, that you have the best pictures, you have great SEO, perfect titles, everything looks great. Your branding is on point and people are going to want to come back to your store. So that is one thing to consider. Etsy ads and Etsy fees is using them to your advantage. There's no way around the fees, so you might as well just make the best out of it. So with that, always consider it takes money to make money. I know it's old and cliche, but it is the truth. It's a cost of doing business. It's an operating expense. And honestly, Etsy is by far the best website, I think, the best platform to sell handmade items. Always keep in mind that you want to use these traffic and you want to use these eyes to build brand awareness, which in turn, in case you want to start an offsite website on your own, it is perfect, right? People are going to start knowing your brand. So it's a great way to start. It's perfect for beginners. It's up to you to decide if it's the right fit for you. I highly suggest that it is. At least give it a try. There's no commitment. Start selling. If you don't like it, hop off. So with that, if you got any value from this, please like and subscribe my video. Also follow the link below and join my group of like-minded individuals who are also handmade entrepreneurs. So thank you again. Until the next time.